Merry Christmas, everyone. The first airdrop for ZENA went out yesterday. Had the snapshot on the 22nd, and then the airdrop went out yesterday. Just wanted to kind of update you guys on that. It's going to pay to HODL. That is the first airdrop. Also, you're whitelisted for the California Dogecoin NFT project. Also, arena ticket holders are whitelisted for the NFT project coming up, the California Dogecoin. So, you know, arena's been interesting. It's definitely been a way to connect with people. A lot of alpha being spread over there, actually, guys. So, you know, it's another platform to get on if you're on these various different social media platforms. Where do I think the crypto market's going from here? I've mentioned this before. I just checked Colin Talks Crypto's CBBI index. We were at 80 this morning, even though Bitcoin has gotten back up to 99,000. So, you know, I think that we're gonna, again, trajectory for March timeframe to get to around 120. Some people think that's low. I think it's really going to depend on Trump's ability to have a U.S. strategic reserve for Bitcoin, or other nation states taking action and you know, going that way. But I will tell you this, that a lot of times, whether it's people or it's nation states, they kind of, it would be like if someone mentioned some kind of a stock that, let's say they're not invested in the stock market, and you mentioned some kind of like cannabis stock or something like that, and you made some money on it, and then they were like, oh, well, I'm happy for you, I'm happy you made some money. But they just kind of feel disconnected. They don't kind of see it for themselves. And I do think there are a lot of people that like that with crypto. They can sit there and then they'll tell themselves the only way you're going to kind of get back at people is to sort of have success and have that continue and continue and continue and continue. And we all know with the bear markets, that is always tough to get through the bear markets. And, you know, obviously it's a timing thing as well. So it's like, you don't want to cut out too soon, but you don't want to hold on too long and then round trip those investments. And that's never fun. We've done that. If you've been in crypto long enough, you've round tripped some of your holdings at some point. So, and what I mean by round trip, if you guys aren't familiar, it's you go all the way up and you come all the way back down and you end up where you started. So, you know, it's just kind of one of those things. But I do see some of these other projects lifting off and making improvements. Actually, being on Arena Social and pulling a little bit of funds off there and moving them around has made me take a look at Avalanche again. Because I can tell you, a year ago, the fees were like really high on Avalanche. And I was like, this is Ethereum levels. This is out of control. This isn't workable. And now things have changed. You know, they've upgraded their network. They've made improvements. Gas fees are way lower on Avalanche, like 3 cents to transact. So kind of similar to Solana, in the fact that Solana does have more capacity, is quicker, all that kind of stuff. But Avalanche has made a lot of improvements. So kind of as we see that and you reinvestigate some of these projects and what's going on and what are the updates, you know, it's good to see things kind of rolling forward. That being said, we did kind of come off the floor, so to speak, with some of these. And I do think we do get kind of this Christmas pump. People get a little bit of funds underneath them. We have a little bit of pump, get into the new year. And I think we'll, in general, trend upward. And by March, be at around $120,000 Bitcoin. And, you know, if Trump can act fast with some kind of strategic reserve and stuff, that's the only caveat. Some people say, oh, your estimates are way low. If you guys have been following me long enough, you saw that my estimates last cycle were more conservative and more on point than these other people making these wacky, just like crazy claims. So again, you've seen that. You know, I called the collapse of FTX 11 days before it happened. Obviously, stuff like Doge, ahead of the game, all that kind of stuff being said, you know, you can stack up the receipts, and it's like, what have you done for me lately, Brian? Well, yesterday we had the ZENA airdrop, so there you go. If you would have invested $10 in ZENA a few days before the airdrop, you pretty much came out with double the amount. You know, it was 1.23 million ZENA went out. It was 1% of the overall supply, split amongst the people who qualified, and that came out to 1.23 million ZENA, and essentially that was worth right around $8. So if you invested $10, you ended up with $18. So, you know, we'll see what happens going forward. You're whitelisted holding ZENA for the California Dogecoin NFT drop, and I think that's with each iteration, with each step of this project, this overall project, you're going to see that the magnitude of what's happening becomes greater, and it all ties into each other. So anyway, guys, follow me on all social media at Brian Phobos, YouTube, Instagram, Steam, at Twitter, Hive, DTube, Arena, Blurt. Let's not forget Blurt. See you guys.